Have you ever felt like you are working harder than ever, but your bank account is standing still? You are not alone in this feeling. Many people spend their entire lives pouring water into a bucket without realizing the bucket has a massive hole in the bottom. If you have ever wondered why your investments are not growing as fast as you hoped, the answer might not be how much you earn. The real answer is usually the order in which you move your money. Think of your financial life like building a house for your future. You can have the best wood and the finest windows, but if you build on a cracked foundation, the first storm will bring it all down. Today, I want to show you the exact sequence that turns a leaky bucket into a compounding machine. This is a map designed for those who value security, independence, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing you will never be a burden to your children. Let us start with a truth that most people ignore until it is too late. Wealth is not just about what you buy, it is about the order in which you buy it. Imagine your paycheck arrives, and you immediately send $300 to a retirement account. It feels responsible and it feels like you are winning. But at the same time, you're carrying a $6,000 balance on a credit card, charging 22% interest. While your investment might earn 10% in a good year, your debt is growing twice as fast in the background. This is like trying to swim upstream against a current that never stops. You are working harder, but you are actually drifting backward. The math is simple, but the emotional toll is heavy. To fix this, we need to stop the bleeding and install a foundation that can actually support your weight. Step 1 is building a small starter buffer of $1,000. I know $1,000 might not seem like much in today's world. However, research shows that having even this small amount in cash changes your psychological well-ability by 21%. This is not a long-term savings goal, it is a sprint. This $1,000 is a plug for the hole in your bucket. When the car needs a new tire or the water heater leaks, you do not reach for the credit card. You reach for your buffer. This single move stops the cycle of debt before it starts. It turns a potential financial crisis into a simple inconvenience. Once that plug is in place, we move to the only exception where the math is so powerful that it overrides almost everything else. I am talking about the employer match in your 401k or workplace retirement plan. If your company offers to match your contribution dollar for dollar, that is a 100% return on your money. There is no investment on earth that can guarantee a 100% return on the very first day. Even if you are carrying debt, you must contribute just enough to capture every penny of that match. It is literally free money that belongs to you and your future. Think of it as a blessing from your employer that you cannot afford to leave on the table. Secure the match first. Then we turn our attention to the fire in the house. High interest debt is the greatest enemy of the American retiree. If you have debt with an interest rate above 10%, it is a financial emergency. This is where you focus all your energy and every extra dollar. There is a deep sense of freedom that comes when you finally cut the chains of the credit card companies. Imagine waking up and knowing that every dollar you earn stays in your pocket, instead of paying for a meal you ate 3 years ago. That feeling of liberation is the first step toward true independence. Once the high-interest debt is gone, we must finish the foundation. We move from a $1,000 buffer to a fully funded emergency fund. For most of us, this means 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting safely in a high-yield savings account. This is your fortress of solitude. This fund ensures that even if the world becomes volatile, your life remains stable. It prevents forced selling. You will never have to sell your stocks during a market dip just to pay the electric bill. Your emergency fund protects your investments so they can grow undisturbed for decades. With the foundation built and the debt fire extinguished, we can finally focus on wealth building with maximum efficiency. This is where we look at tax-advantaged accounts like the IRA and the HSA. For those of us over the age of 50, the government gives us a special advantage. In 2025, you can contribute up to $8,000 to an IRA. This catch-up contribution is designed to help you accelerate your progress as you approach the finish line. But there is one account that many people overlook, even though it is the most powerful tool in the shed. I am talking about the HSA, or the Health Savings Account. The HSA is the only account with a triple tax advantage. The money goes in tax-free, it grows tax-free, and it comes out tax-free for medical expenses. As we get older, we know that healthcare will be one of our largest costs. Fidelity Research suggests a couple might need over $300,000 for medical bills in retirement. By maxing out your HSA today and letting it compound, you are prepaying those future bills with tax-free dollars. It is a brilliant way to protect your other assets from being drained by hospital visits later in NHA life. If you have covered your IRA and your HSA and you still have money left, you can go back to your 401k and contribute beyond the match. The goal is to shelter as much money as possible from the taxman so that compounding can work on the full amount. Finally, after all the tax shelters are filled, we look at taxable brokerage accounts. These accounts offer the ultimate flexibility. There are no rules about when you can take the money out and no penalties for early withdrawal. This is your bridge account. It is the money you use if you want to retire early or launch that small business you have always dreamed of. While these accounts do not have the same tax perks, they provide the freedom to move through life on your own terms. Following this sequence is not just about numbers on a screen. It is about removing the stress that keeps you awake at night. It is about knowing that you have a system that works for you even while you sleep. Wealth is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of discipline and order. If you start today by building that first $1,000 buffer, you are already ahead of most of the country. You are choosing to be the master of your money instead of its servant. You are choosing a future where you can be generous with your time and your resources because your foundation is solid. Remember, the best time to start was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. Take the first step this week. Check your 401k match. Look at your credit card statements. Make the decision to plug the holes in your bucket once and for all. Your future self will thank you for the peace and security you are building today. Stay consistent, stay disciplined, and trust the process. The life of independence you desire is closer than you think if you just follow the right path. I believe in your ability to take control of your financial destiny. Let us build that foundation together, one step at a time.